guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Angelique with This Twisted Life. Thank you for clicking onto this video. Today I'm going to be helping the future with the deck. Yes, so we will get some shots after all. I didn't think we would be able to, but we're going to get some today. So we're going to let you guys tag along while we do this, and I'm super excited about this. So you guys just hang tight, sit back, relax, and watch the magic. Okay, you guys, what he is doing right now is pretty much building the frame, pretty much the four legs that will be holding up this deck. So you will see him measuring and cutting the boards. And of course, again, this is not my wheelhouse, so I don't really know nothing about this. So I am just here to be a helping hand when he needs me to. But he pretty much have this under control. I'm just here for moral support, and like I said in the last video, just to be his biggest cheerleader, and to be here for him for when he need me. So you'll see him again cutting and screwing things in. So my guy is not a carpenter by trade. He just knows how to do a little 1-2. So don't come after him if he's not doing things that is not like politically correct in the construction world, because you know this isn't something that we're building for anyone other than ourselves. So it does not have to be perfect. It just needs to be stable, safe, and useful. So yeah. But we will get this deck, and it will look amazing, because you know why? Because my man did it. My man. So if you notice the little center blocks that are in the back, those are actually what he's going to use to actually put the legs that is going to hold up the deck. As a matter of fact, if you look closely, there's one by the pool. You can see where he put that one down at. Yeah. And another thing that he did create like a brace, and that brace is just to hold up the boards that will be supporting the deck. And so yeah, that's what those are for. They're only there temporarily. It's just kind of like offering an extra set of hands, because you know I don't know what I'm doing, and half of the stuff he's doing I'm probably not strong enough to really support things for him. So he's just trying to create a way in order to get things stable, so that he can go in and screw in the screws where he needs to screw them in at. And so that's what you'll see him doing here. You'll see him putting the poles up. Okay, and at this point he is about to see how level things are, and we are going to prepare to take the first crossbar and put the first crossboard over, and he is going to screw that in. While I hold one side, he'll be screwing in one side, and right now he's just pretty much measuring the height that he wanted, as well as making sure that the other board is leveled as much as possible. So this is what he's doing right now. He was in the process of explaining to Lily, because she was interested in knowing what the thought process was and how things were going to come together. And so he was at this point explaining to her, because she was under the assumption that the deck was going to kind of hug the pool, in which we thought about doing that to it, but we are planning on upgrading the entire pool at some point in time. So we didn't want to put too much into it in terms of wood, because you know wood is expensive, for a deck that we will probably be taking down and redoing it a different way when we get a different pool in here. So that's what he was doing. So now he's back to getting me in position to put the board where he wants it at so he can screw it in. Okay, you guys, as we are doing this, I'll be kind of trying to be engaging with you guys and asking questions. So if you have this pool, if you've already had it or you plan on getting it, let me know in a comment if you plan on putting a deck around your pool, if you plan on just leaving it as is, and if you do decide to do a deck, what type of deck did you decide to do for your pool? Did you do the one that wrap around part of the pool or the entire pool, or did you go with what we did, which was just put a straight deck just kind of next to the pool? Let me know in the comments what you guys did. I'm super excited about this deck. Again, I just really want to have a nice place to kind of get out of the pool when I want to, and just kind of stretch out on a lounge chair with a drink or something like that, and just kind of enjoy the pool. And also it would be nice to have somewhere to sit and watch other people enjoy themselves in the pool. So I am super excited about this deck. And as you can see right now, he is checking again to make sure that the board is leveled where he wants it at before he actually screw in the screws. And now that he have decided where he wanted it at, if you look closely, he did put like an extra 2x4 on the sides for the board to kind of sit on, so that it would help while I was holding it up. So now he's going to put the screws in to keep it in place now that he has it leveled on both sides. Okay, you guys, so he is now going to go back and check the level to see how level things are again, because he just don't trust me, and I was holding it, to be perfectly honest. So, you know, it's almost like the measure twice, cut once type of deal. So he just wants to check the level and make sure that everything is good before he screws it in, because after all, who has time to keep going back and doing things over and over and over again? Not us. So yeah, so that's what he's doing right now. And as he's doing that, you guys, I don't know if you noticed the little rainfall that is coming out of the pool. I purchased that from Amazon. I will link that in the description. I love that little rainfall. Now keep in mind that because the pump that came with this pool is not strong, if you have a stronger pump, it will push that waterfall from one side of the pool to the other. And the beautiful thing about this waterfall, it comes with a remote control where you can set the colors that you want the rainfall to be. So like usually at night when our rainfall is in color, it is in multicolors and the colors just kind of rotate. And I absolutely love that. That is one of the things that we are changing this season. We are getting a sand pump. Well, actually, we purchased a sand pump, and we also purchased a different skimmer, the one that sits on the outside, and and a new top for it. So it should push that waterfall all the way over to the other side. Everybody loves the waterfall. It just feels so cool when it's falling down on you when you're in the pool. It's just a nice added touch, and the ambiance at night really sets a really nice tune to it. And I also purchased at the end of the year some balls that are also colored, and they just float at the top of the pool, again, just to offer a little ambience. So now he has put the boards in on one side, and he is now on this side, and he's going to screw the boards in on this side. And he pretty much told me he doesn't need me for this part, that I can relax, and I'm here for it. I don't mind the relaxing part. I don't mind sitting back just watching and admiring him do what he do. I actually had a subscriber who asked me, how can she get the men in my video, because she wants to be like the ladies and just sit back and watch the men do what they do. And I am so with her on that. Not that I didn't help, but I promise you, all the heavy work, my guys got here and they did that. And yeah, we did just kind of sit by and relax and watch, and yeah, try to do a little bit of direction, but they was like, we don't need y'all help. We got this. So we just kind of shut up and kept on sipping our drinks and just watched them. That was really nice. So yeah, my other guys are not here to help him with this, so he is like a one-man show. So I am just being the sweet little woman that is out there being his biggest cheerleader, supporting him as he is doing all of this work by himself. And just like that, my guys have stepped on the scene to help him out, so that they can knock this out as quickly as possible. As you can see, the other side board has been added. And you guys, you're going to see this video kind of jump around a little bit because it would have been a super long video. So you will see different scenes pop in, so don't pay attention to it. Remember, this is an edited video, and so it will jump around from here and there to kind of speed things up, so you guys don't have to go through all the grueling time that is spent to actually create this. You'll get you're in TV land or YouTube land, the fast version of all of this hard work. So they're now fitting the board to go across the side, just to see how they want the fit to be. So my sons are just kind of helping him to hold the boards up, and he's actually walking over to get another board, because what he's going to ultimately do is cut the board, and he's going to cut it into equal pieces, and he's going to use those equal pieces as a brace to add extra support onto the side board. So you will see him do that now. He was telling my sons that it would be easier for him to do that, because he can get it leveled better just by using those. That's his system. Who can argue with the man? And there's the small pieces I was telling you about right there. And he is just going to attach those to the two vertical boards on the end. And now he's just, again, checking the level to see if the board is sitting where he want to have it sit at in the center block. And he is adjusting the braces, as you can see. to get it where he wanted at. And he's already placed the little small board closer to the pole that's closer to the pool, and he's gonna attach the one on the pole that he's working on now. And again, you guys, this is not a tutorial. By no means are we showing you guys how to build a deck, because again, this is just a man who is putting a deck in his yard next to his pool. So this is one of those, you can look and get some visual aid from this, but this is by no means a tutorial. No means are we saying this is how it should be done, or this is what you need to do to put your deck together. That's just not what we do. So yeah, this is just us just building a deck next to our pool, pretty much. So right now, he is taking the brace down, and my sons are coming over because he didn't need their help up until now, to just kind of brace it, because I think he's going to reposition that board, if I'm not mistaken. And I did end up staining this deck sometime after this. I didn't do a super great job on it, and I think I even missed some spots. I think there's some spots that still need to be stained, but yeah, not stressing over it. It's not that big of a deal. I may get back to doing it, I may not. It's just not that serious. But I did, I wanted to protect it as much as possible. And it seemed to have held up pretty good for the winter, so I guess I didn't do too bad. Again, the future hates painting, staining, anything of that sort. He does not want any part of it. And I don't argue with him on that. I'm just like, okay, I'll do it. No problem. So we know this video is old. It's from last season, and we're now in season 2026. So this is an old video. So I've mentioned to you guys that we are going to be doing updates to the pool, and that we are going to do the 4th of July party again this year at our house. But in addition to that, the future and I are getting married, and I actually thought about having the deck as the stage where we actually do our nuptials at, because my whole mindset was for us to get married in our backyard. So a nice small quaint wedding ceremony in conjunction with the 4th of July, which is my late father's birthday. So it's a good time for the family to just come together and celebrate. And so we just figured that would be the best time for us to do our nuptials with our friends and our families, because I had decided a while back that a big wedding wasn't anything that I wanted to do. Well, let me take that back. I wanted it in the beginning, but as I started adding things up and pretty much planning my own wedding and seeing how much things cost, yeah, I'm like, no, Angie, you're way too cheap for that. You're just not gonna do it. And I won't. I mean, some things I just will not spend all that money for. It's one day, it's a celebration. Once it's over, it's over. I could think of a million things that I can do with all the money that I would spend on that one day. So this was a less expensive route to take. And again, I did want to do it in my backyard no matter what, no matter how big, no matter how small. It was just something that I wanted to do to have those memories every time we walk out of our backyard. And when we get older, because at this point, we're not looking to move again. We're at an age where we're pretty much settled and we're very comfortable where we are in our little patch of heaven that we are creating for ourselves. And so I didn't want to spend a ton of money on this. Plus, at this point in time, we've both been married before. We're at the point where our kids are getting married. So, instead of putting the focus on us in that way, we just decided that, no, we'll just do it in the backyard on the 4th of July with our families and our friends, and we will just enjoy the moment, and I will get what I wanted, which was the memories and friends and family to be there with us, instead of just going to the Justice of the Peace and doing it where our friends and family would not be there. Now, again, I was planning a big wedding. I got the big gown and all the stuff. I did make my own bouquet and his boutonniere, so I will be using that. I will also be wearing my veil and my little Betsy Johnson blue satin bride shoes, because I can't wear heels, so that was always the mindset that I would wear those. So I will wear those, and I'm going to get a cute little off-white sundress, and he is going to wear some shorts and a button-up shirt and a boutonniere that I made for him. We'll be coordinating colors, and that is how we're getting married. Very simple, very quaint, and I'm absolutely in love with the idea. And then at the end of July, the last week, we will be flying out to Hawaii for our honeymoon, and we would enjoy doing it that way so much more. So now, as you can see, the guys are putting the backboard on, and if you look at the backboard closely, you will see that they have these metal clamps on them. Those clamps, I don't know the name of them, but those are used to place the floor joust in. So you will see them on both sides, because once this all gets stabilized, the joust will run from one side to the other, and those will be the brackets that the joust sit in for support. It was real interesting watching them put this deck together, especially the future, because I just love a man that can do stuff. Like, I love a man that can build things, put things together. Ladies, there's nothing like it. Like, to have someone that can work on your car, if a pipe breaks, can attend to it, take care of, electrical issues, build a deck. I find that so beautiful and attractive. I love that he is able to do things with his hands. I love that his father made sure that he knew how to do all of these things, because his father was much older when he was born, and he said his father always told him that either you're going to pay someone to do it or you're going to do it yourself. So he opted to hang underneath his father and learn all that he could while his father was here, and I can say that he did an amazing job with him. I'm so proud of the man that he is, and I absolutely love watching him do what he do. And I love that, again, that he just loves doing things that make me happy, and vice versa. I try to do everything that I can, to make him happy and to help him out. But yeah, girls, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it. I also love that every opportunity he get, he pulled my sons in and he tried to teach them different things. That is so important to me, and I just love that quality about him, that he has the patience and that he actually want to try and teach them what he knows. So at this point right now, he's trying to create another brace. Why he creates these braces, I have no earthly idea, other than the fact that I think he's doing it for stability. Not sure. I just go with it. So yeah, he is going to cut a smaller one, because if you look again at the board closest to the pool, he has already installed that one. Again, this video does jump around, and some things you will not see for the sake of trying to cut this video down and shorten it, because otherwise this video would be super long. I had so much footage on this video that's probably the reason it took me so long to do this, because not only did I have to chop it down so much, I also had to take out the music, because again, you know, music makes the soul happy, especially when you're working. So, you know, we pretty much always have music on in the background when we're working. So I had to take the music out, you know, so I don't get copyright infringements, and do a voiceover. So that was another time taking something. So yeah, I'm sure that's the reason I kind of put off doing this video, because I'm like, okay, where do I chop it up at? Where do I stop it at? Where do I start it at? Yeah. And I think I finally narrowed it down to an inappropriate amount of time for this sort of video, so that you guys wouldn't get exhausted or too tired of watching it. So again, this isn't a tutorial, it's just a little snippet of us putting a deck around our pool. So as you can see, he actually put two braces, one at the top, one at the bottom. Now, it may appear to be a little rocky right now, because again, it doesn't have the joust. And wow, Ryan almost just got hit with that board, you guys. Got to be careful when you're in a construction zone. But yeah, once the jousts get on, it will offer it a whole lot more stability. I think right now these guys are just totally tired and exhausted, because although it's been a short time here in YouTube land, they've been at it for a little while now. So I think the heat is getting to him. I think the board might have hit Ryan's toe, and he has slippers on. So now, as you can see, the deck is up and the joust boards are in. And it is looking more like a deck and less like a project waiting to happen. It's starting to look really good. Randall's standing over there, very proud of the work that they are doing. So yeah, kudos to them. They're doing a good job. And I like the way things are shaping up here. Now you see it with the boards on there. The boards are actually not nailed down at this time. They're just laid across the deck for right now, but it is starting to look a lot more like a deck. And the plans is to put steps on it, but the future is extremely tired and hot. Poor baby. So yeah. And these videos were also across a few days. It wasn't like one day. There were times when they stopped and we had to start all over again the next day, just simply because, needed a break. But it is looking good, and I am super excited about it. So right now we're using this ladder to get up and down on the deck, because the stairs are not here yet, and the stairs won't actually be installed for a little while, because they were not even there for the 4th of July. We had to like just rig something up so that we can get up and down. So yeah, it was a little while after the 4th when the Future put the stairs up, and to be perfectly honest, they're still not 100% complete, but they're usable. Not complete, but usable. So the Future actually had me get on top of the deck, so that's why you're seeing the camera kind of moving around a lot. It's just me moving the camera around because he wanted me to get up there and see how sturdy it was, because I questioned the stability. Not question whether or not it was stable, but question how stable it was. So he told me get on it and kind of jump around, and so I can see for myself that it was quite stable, and it was. So I did get up there and do a little 1-2 jump around. Hopperoo saw the deal and was very pleased with the stability of the deck. So now he's just reinforcing things. So he'll be going around the deck, reinforcing the sides and all of the deck before he start putting bars or wood across the top part. So again, this video is edited. It is a few days into this deck build, and so this is a whole nother day, and I am walking up to show you guys what the deck looked like. He has pretty much done all that he's going to do to it. As you can see, the chairs are up on it. He put a light and he put a makeshift ladder to get back and forth. Now for the 4th of July, we did change this ladder out to something a lot more safe for the family to be able to get up and down on this. But all in all, I think the deck came out very, very nice. I was very pleased with it. I did enjoy it that whole season, being able to get in and out. There are some other things that we do plan on doing to it. We're just kind of taking our time, doing a little bit here, a little bit there. I will get some umbrellas to put on the top of the deck, as well as some tables, because I also did not do that last year, and I do want to do that again this year. But yeah, I did get those chairs from off of Facebook Marketplace. I actually got all 3 of the chairs for like $50. Could not pass that up. And actually, it was less than that. It was $45 because she charged me $15 a chair. And yeah, so that was very nice. But I have seen them on Amazon. So at this point, I'm just going around the pool, and the plan was to add sand around the bottom portion of the pool and put a little bit of landscape there. But we kind of decided not to do that till we go through the first season to see, you know, what changes we wanted to make. And I'm glad we didn't, because we have decided to make some changes with the pool in terms of the bricks that we put under the pool initially. We took all of those out this year. He did install these little brackets to put our nets on so that they would be, you know, nice and handy. And you'll see that pop-up tent on top of the deck. We actually had it on the deck, but we had a heavy rainstorm that came, and it literally blew it over into the neighbor's yard upside down, broke it completely in pieces. So yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea, but we wasn't expecting the rain to come. It just kind of came out of the blue. So this is what everything looked like together. Please smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Ring that bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. If nothing else, you were entertained by it. And definitely share me with your friends and families. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.